Greetings, beautiful people, and welcome to Nanaaba's kitchen. Today on the menu is a mandi. Mandi is a fragrant basmati rice dish made with a variety of spices, and it has a light yellow hue to it. It originates from Yemen. It is an Arab dish, by the way, and it originates from Yemen. And it's served in Tanzania, where my husband is from. In 2022, my entire family were there visiting, and I had mandi for the very first time. I had to bring you a recipe. I have been making mandi, and I had to share a recipe with you. So what you have seen so far is a combination of garlic and ginger, which I turned into paste with a little bit of salt. Now I'm going to wash 4 cups of basmati rice, and I'm going to wash it until the water is without cloudiness. Then I'll soak it in warm water for at least 30 minutes. Soaking the rice first will help it to cook faster and also fluffier. Now, let's put our masala together. A masala is a combination of fragrant spices, classic to mandi preparation. We start with 4 cloves of green cardamom, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of cloves, 1 star anise, 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns, a 2-inch cinnamon stick, and half a nutmeg clove, which you can substitute with half a teaspoon if you have it in a powdered form. Now you must not omit the necessary step of toasting your spices for at least 1.5 minutes in order to bloom them. These ingredients have otherwise been in the pantry or a cupboard for a long time, and they have lost their voice, metaphorically speaking. So you have to give them back that voice by toasting, and then you want to mill or process them into a powdery masala. Then the next step is we're going to cook. So in your pot, you want to add about 4 tablespoons of cooking olive oil. Then follow up with 2 tablespoons of clarified butter or ghee. Then when the ghee melts, you want to go in with 1 bay leaf. The bay leaf is one, it just broke because it's dry. Then add 1 more stick of cinnamon, a whole large onion chopped or sliced, and then also add some serrano chilies. Now with the chilies, you can substitute with Scotch bonnets, the green kind preferably. And you want to cook this until it starts turning golden brown. Then you want to go in with some salt, followed by your garlic and ginger paste. Cook this again until fragrant. That should take about 2 minutes, stirring consistently. Next, we need half a tablespoon of chili powder, same amount curry powder, and then a tablespoon of our Mandi Masala, which we prepared ahead of time. The curry powder is necessary in this recipe because it offers mandi its natural light yellow color. It is classic to the preparation of mandi. We have cooked our ingredients until they are caramelized. That took about an additional 2 minutes. Now we go in to sort of deglaze the bottom of that pot so as to release the sugars from the onions that are stuck to the pan and also the spices. Now I am trying to keep my mandi preparation vegetarian, because the very first mandi rice dish I had in Tanzania was prepared vegetarian style and then paired with any protein of choice. They had beef, they had lamb, goat, they even had chicken. So the patron decides which kind of protein to pair their mandi with. I remember choosing lamb. Now I've also added my rice, which has been soaking for 30 minutes, and then I've gone in with some more water from rinsing my grinder, because rice, as we know, needs moisture to cook through. Now I'm also squeezing in the juice of half a lemon, which you can substitute with the same amount of lime if that's what you have on hand. Now, as we know, the lemon juice is acidic and it's going to help really bring balance, all right, to this very savory dish with sweet notes and heavy flavors, right? So it's going to bring that freshness we need here. You want to taste at this point, because the broth you have formed around the rice is what your rice or your mandi is eventually going to taste like. And so this is the stage where you want to taste and make sure it's well seasoned. Then you want to cover with parchment paper to catch the steam. Place the lid on and cook on low medium heat for 30 minutes. When you go back, there will be condensation, so be careful removing that parchment paper so that all that condensation doesn't fall back into the rice. Now, at this stage, you're going to fluff the rice up. Give it a gentle stir. The rice is cooked through. The grains are long, they're elegant, they're just absolutely beautiful. So you want to be very, very gentle because they're delicate. The grains are delicate. You don't want to break them. You want to think of presentation. We're ready and we're serving. It is noteworthy that mandi is typically cooked with the broth from a meat. However, we chose the vegetarian style today because, like I stated, the first mandi dish that I had in Tanzania was made vegetarian style and paired with a meat of choice. Today, we're pairing it with this beautifully roasted spatchcocked turkey, which cooked in no time in some juicy perfection. Slightly digressing here, but kindly bear with me. I have already shared this recipe on how I made this spatchcocked turkey, and to me, this is the only way anyone must cook their turkey. Do you see all that juice dripping? The recipe has already been shared, so please check it out. It cooked in no time into juicy perfection, and I absolutely loved it with the mandi. So did my family. This is white meat and it's dripping. All right, so let's come back to mandi. So the mandi is ready and it's served communal style. Yes, it is typically served communal style because it is considered to be festive or party food. All right, so you want it on a platter. And then you're going to eventually garnish with some fried onions, some cashew nuts, almonds, raisins, and then you want to give it a hint of green color, just, as a garnish. And you typically want to use coriander leaves which is the same as cilantro. In this case, I used flat leaf or Italian parsley, which is a great substitute, by the way, as I know not everybody can handle cilantro. Now, I am still showing you turkey, even though I'm talking about mandi. So continue bearing with me. I have to keep showing you the turkey because of how successful the recipe was. So you must absolutely give it a shot. All right. Now, you want to garnish with some cashew nuts, some almonds, raisins, fried onions, and then the cilantro. The cashew nuts and raisins, as well as the almonds, were heated up in some ghee just to give them some gloss and some shine. All right, and also, of course, some flavor. And then we serve it, and we dug in, and it was heaven on a plate. Very delicious flavors. And you would think that the mandi would be strong in terms of flavor. No. The whole preparation ends up being really mild, very flavorful, mouth-watering. Your mouth literally waters when you place a spoon of mandi in your mouth because of the acidity we added too, because acid just literally makes your mouth water. Please go and check out the turkey recipe and give it a shot. And also try the mandi recipe. Yeah, I hope that I have inspired you to give this beautiful recipe a shot. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cooking. And as always, make it a great day and have fun where? Especially in that kitchen. Absolutely. Again, happy cooking. See you soon on my next one. Bye.